Some call it smash ball, some call it murder ball. But no matter how you spin it, it's rough. It's February 2nd, and I'm an annual Cougar Cup, hosted by the U of H Recreation Center.
And our goal was to start with a program, a sports program for athletes with disabilities here at U of H. And so we decided wheelchair rugby, and we started recruiting students, and we're bringing players from all over the United States also to play in our program, so hopefully they like it and they'll come back to play for us. And at this point, we've been hosting all these events, and the next thing will be for us to recruit our own U of H students so that we can start our program here. And we also plan to expand, and in the future we want to have wheelchair tennis and wheelchair basketball.
About how many students are involved with running the event?
Well, there's I believe 6 students that receive academic credit each semester to do this. They apply for that position and they're interviewed for it, and if selected, they get to take this as a 3-unit class. But those students manage 127 volunteers that ran this event. So they're getting some managerial experience as well. And most of the students that are volunteering, a lot of them just want to check out the event, become part of it. Some of them received extra credit for their courses. But really, it was a great opportunity for those other students, those primary students, to work on, again, managing large numbers of volunteers.
I would like to know, are you going to expand? Will we see basketball, probably tennis?
Yes, we will. We will hopefully add wheelchair basketball, add wheelchair tennis, soccer, any sport that you think of, we will try to add. We want to be more competitively with UT at Arlington.
So what other events can we expect this year?
We are hosting a summer camp for wheelchair rugby in June. So, and we are also partnering up with Pi Kappa Phi during the Philanthropy Week. So we will be doing another wheelchair rugby with the sororities on campus.
The Cougar Cup has many sponsors, but none of this would have been possible without the dedicated volunteers.
I have actually had a lot of fun. I have been getting the water bottles and hydrating the athletes. I've learned so much about the sport and what it takes to get to mid-court and everything like that, the time limits. It's been really fun. And just kind of getting different stories from everybody on how they got into it. It's just been very interesting.
Did you know about wheelchair rugby before you volunteered?
I had seen it on YouTube or Facebook before, but I had never seen it in person. And it is a whole different experience. It really is. From the tires popping to the guys being just drenched in sweat and just so much. It's such a competitive atmosphere. And there's girls. I wasn't expecting to see girls. They are really intense. So it's awesome.
How did you go about acquiring the equipment? Because it's really cool. You have this red plate on the wheels.
Sure. Well, there's manufacturers that design this equipment, and it's specifically designed for this sport. The equipment can actually be really rather pricey. If you look at an average chair out there, probably costs about $3,500. There's 5 primary manufacturers that make this equipment, and the individuals receive these equipment through a number of different settings. Some have the resources to get that equipment. Other individuals are part of programs who purchase the equipment for them. If you look at the program we have in Houston, they're a core group of athletes that have equipment, and then when they get new equipment, new athletes get that equipment passed down to them until they maybe are able to make that commitment to make that investment themselves. So we have an opportunity to sort of recycle equipment and utilize it. But it's really designed to take huge hits after huge hits. When you have someone who's 220 pounds running into you in a solid metal chair, it's pretty impactful.
Teams have traveled as far as Canada and Switzerland to compete this weekend, but Houston came out on top. You just took home the #1 spot. How does it feel to come in #1?
It's exhilarating. It's been a few years since we've won a tournament. We've have sort of a new team mix this year, and there's nothing better than winning your home tournament in front of your home crowd, your home family. And we're proud to do it at the U of H campus.
How did you get involved with wheelchair rugby?
Well, while I was in rehab after my injury, there was a team in California that practiced at the rehab hospital, and they mentioned that Houston had a team, and me and my wife were moving back to Texas, so they got in contact with the team here, made sure that they welcomed me in, and, just went from there.
How was your first practice ever?
First practice ever was tough. Got yelled at a lot, wasn't used to it, but I came back, and that's the main thing, is you come back and just keep pushing. Sooner or later, you'll get better. You'll get more endurance. Everyday life will get better, and that's the main point.
The University of Houston is an absolutely outstanding university for providing opportunities for athletes. We're developing programs for athletes with disabilities, but we're also a Tier 1 institution. So our mission is also to conduct academic research. So these events provide opportunities for us to engage in research on providing better quality of health life for individuals with disabilities, looking at issues of physical fitness and social integration, and how these events actually change the individuals who watch the events and how that changes their perspectives as well. And throughout the event, we're conducting research which will be published in academic journals to sort of provide this opportunity so other institutions can create similar programs.
Aside from being the second most diverse in the nation, U of H is one of the few universities in Texas to offer wheelchair rugby and potentially other adaptive athletic sports. If you would like to know more about upcoming events, you can check out their Facebook page, Adaptive Athletics at UH. Thank you for watching, and remember, don't just sit there, get in the game.